You're watching the NewsHour agenda. My name is Pranesh. Viewers, elections are a mechanism for people to elect their representatives. Just focus on these pictures. These are senior leaders of mainstream political parties out on street with placards to save democracy. I'm not even beginning to speak about what's happening in Bengal. It is a given that in a democracy, this exercise has to be free and fair, and most importantly, without any fear. But what we are witnessing in Bengal, or what we've witnessed in Bengal over the course of Panchayat polls, marks a complete departure from this. It is a toppling of this definition of democracy, with gunshots being fired, killings in broad daylight, arson, bombings becoming a regular feature of this election. And all this happens under the Mamta rule. Mamta Banerjee, who has on multiple occasions hit the streets against central government, claiming threat to democracy. Our opposition colleagues, including senior Congress leaders, have been at the forefront of agitation inside and outside the parliament. You just have to look at these pictures to refresh your memory. And all of them with a placard in their hand said, "We will save democracy. Democracy is dead or is in danger. We have to save the constitution." But when today gun, bombs and bullets reign supreme in Bengal, all of them are silent. Why are they silent? The violence that started right from day one has only proliferated in the past 30 days, claiming nearly 37 lives. That's the number, 37, 37. They are not coming back. Even today, when counting is on, and it is on as we speak, the cycle of violence continues outside strong rooms. While TMC has swept the polls, or so it claims, swept the polls, the violent scenes have marked the mandate of Manush, the famous Ma Mati Manush slogan. Remember, viewers? Crude bombs were hurled outside the counting centers in Diamond Harbour. The protesters even tried to block government vehicles. A cop in uniform was ambushed and assaulted. He's a symbol of state. The cops had to lathi-charge protesters in Havda and North 24 Parganas in order to prevent law and order situation. Calling it state-sponsored violence, the BJP pulled no punches against the Mamta government. Sample the blame game, then we open this up for the debate.
सेंट्रल फोर्सेस के होने के बावजूद 45 लोगों की हत्या यह दिखाता है कि राज्य सरकार किस प्रकार से एक प्रायोजित रूप से इन हत्याओं को अंजाम दे रही थी। यह एक स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड मर्डर है।
I think it is an deliberate intent and somehow definitely pre-planned that every step of an election process will be should be full of hurdles, and they are laying out a script. This way what happens is that they try to make a picture of instability, and any kind of victory, they try to deny the sweetness of the victory.
लेकिन वोट साफ सुथरा होता तो बीजेपी पहला नंबर में आते, लेकिन ये तो लूटा हुआ वोट है। सीपीएम तो तृणमूल का बी टीम बन गया, कांग्रेस भी ऐसा है।
মৃতদের তালিকা তার মধ্যে 70% বেশি তো আমাদের লোক। আপনারা মেরেছেন বা মারিয়েছেন বিরোধী পক্ষ, তারা তো এসছে এই জায়গাটা আপনাদের হয়ে কি করে প্রভাবিত করা যেতে পারে। আপনাদের কাছে কি যথাযথ ছিল? আপনাদের তো সীমান্ত থেকে আবার তুলে আনতে হয়, দেশটাকে অরক্ষিত করে তারপর তুলে আনতে হয়।
You're watching the NewsHour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's open this up quickly. Shehzad Poonawalla, the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, you know him well. Anirban Banerjee, political analyst. JP Majumdar, state vice president, spokesperson of the TMC. Roahan Mitra, political analyst, completes the panel. Dr. Ranganathan, TMC can claim to have won the polls, so they can say that we are winning the polls, but democracy has lost in Bengal.
Good evening, Pranesh. Look, you know me, I don't like to beat about the bush, and enough has been said already about the Bengal Panchayat Elections. So I have just simple four questions for my esteemed friends from the TMC, Anirban Banerjee being one. And if you don't mind, through your auspices, if I may ask just these 4 simple questions, can I please do so?
Please.
Thank you. The questions are as follows. Number 1, how many people voluntarily withdrew their nominations in these panchayat elections? Number 2, on how many booths was the polling reordered? Number 3, how many people have been killed in a single day in these panchayat elections? And number 4, will the goings on in these panchayat elections affect our democracy rankings? These are the 4 questions. I have the figures, but do you want me to give them, or would you like to ask Anirban Da for the figures?
No, let's get it from Mr. Majumdar, State Vice President, Spokesperson of the TMC. Mr. Majumdar.
No, I don't want to answer these silly questions of a BJP person or a Modi Bhakt, because he never talked about anything. When Manipur was burning, how many people Manipur got killed and what happened in Manipur. At that point of time, they were looking the other side. So I don't require to answer him. I would say only
who will you answer, Mr. Majumdar? Who will you answer?
Pranesh, you have put... No.
Pranesh,
I'm giving my thing. I am not supposed to take the thing from the other. If you give me
But
time,
sir, this is a debate. You are here to answer questions. If you have any other intention, please let us know.
Pranesh, you have invited me. I will put what you have in the beginning, what you said. I will say, I don't have to answer a Modi sycophant.
Modi sycophant?
Sorry.
People are entitled to ask you questions because 37 lives are lost, sir. Okay, let me bring in. Okay, you don't agree. Okay, you don't want to answer Anand Ranganathan. Let's start with Shehzad Poonawalla. No, 1 minute, Mr. Majumdar. How can we have a debate like this if you refuse to answer questions?
You don't want to hear me. I know, Pranesh. You people don't want to hear anything
Pranesh,
from
can
us.
I just get 10
you
seconds
just want to
Shehzad
portray
comes in? Shehzad,
picture,
can I please borrow 10
making
seconds
us
from you?
sit here. You know, it's abominable, Pranesh, that you want us to sit here.
Now, Mr. Majumdar, sir, what is happening in Bengal? You should be condemning that first. No, you have a problems with that question, not with the bloodshed and violence in Bengal.
Pranesh,
let me speak. Let me speak then. Give me 1 minute time.
Dr. Ranganathan, let's hear him. Dr. Ranganathan, let's hear Mr. Majumdar.
But I need to rebut him on the ad hominems he has thrust.
The point is the very simple, that any death in a political matter is condemnable and no one likes it. That is the thing. And Trinamool Congress from very the beginning saying that there should be a peaceful election. Number 2, in Bengal, what you are showing, that is a very...
Mr. Majumdar, enough. I don't have, all the time to listen to all this. You can go on and on. Shehzad Poonawalla. Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, take 10 seconds, respond to Mr. Majumdar. Okay.
Yes.
Pranesh, you started with 3 minutes opening and you cannot give Trinamool Congress. You want to ambush Trinamool Congress, not ready to hear. That's fine. I should clap your channel. That's a very fine thing, Pranesh.
Mr. Majumdar, don't lose your cool, sir.
You gave a 3 minutes.
Sir, 1 minute. Take 1 minute, sir. Take a deep breath. 1 minute. Don't get exasperated like this. 1 minute, Mr. Majumdar.
You want to have BJP person.
You are not ready to answer questions. What do I do?
Trinamool has won the election. People's verdict, and
2021
we have squarely defeated.
Okay,
BJP,
sir, this is not a monologue. Can't be a monologue. 1 minute. Dr. Ranganathan, take your 10 seconds. Shehzad, coming to you next.
We have defeated
Pranesh,
BJP.
I can't talk like this.
Great, sir. You've defeated BJP. 37 lives are lost. Dr. Ranganathan, quickly.
Yes, very quickly, on record, I want to say none of my 4 questions were... Pranesh.
I'll have to lower the fader, sir. Please don't force me to do this, please.
Thank you. Pranesh, I asked 4 very simple questions. None of those 4 questions were answered by Mr. Majumdar, but in hindsight, I should have asked a 5th question because he accused me of being a BJP person and a bhakt. So the 5th question to Mr. Majumdar was, which party did he belong to last year? Do you have the guts to say that, Mr. Majumdar? Was it BJP? Whose bhakt were
Yes,
you last year?
Okay, let's now get started. Okay, one, Mr. Majumdar, sir, please take care of yourself. Why are you so rattled?
He was in BJP.
Why you are not allow your guest to
Now
speak?
he is being more Catholic than the Pope.
No, sir, I want you to answer, but you're not answering my question. Okay, let me get the questions for you, then you answer. Shehzad, is democracy dead in Bengal?
Meaning, you will give
Let's
me,
hear from the
he
BJP,
will-
Mr.
he will
Majumdar, then you
decide-
answer
he
the
will
questions.
decide what
Let's
I
hear
should
the
say.
questions. I'm collating the questions for you, then I'll give you time to answer.
No,
Shehzad.
It's a funny way of your presenting the debate. Very funny.
Which party were you in last year?
Okay,
Mr.
Shehzad,
Majumdar?
are you waiting for Mr. Majumdar to stop?
Yes, of course, BJP. And I know BJP better than you.
Mr. Majumdar, हो गया sir, हो गया. Dr. Ranganathan, आप कुछ मत बोलिए. Let the others also come in. Shehzad Poonawalla, the national spokesperson of the BJP, coming in now. Okay, Mr. Majumdar, please sir, let's lower his fader.
What's the BJP?
You know, I am appalled. Almost 40 people have lost their lives. The people of West Bengal are in trouble. But Mr. Majumdar thinks it's a laughing matter and he's patting his back on winning a victory. Sir, you keep this victory with you. Democracy has lost. People are saying that the land of Rabindranath Tagore is not being known for head is held high and mind is without fear. It is being known for actually Loktantra ki loot and capture of booth. 37 people almost have died. 20,000 booths have been looted. Ma Mati Manush has translated into bomb blast and booth capturing. What we used to see in Bihar in 1990s, Bihar has moved on and today we are seeing the same scenes play out in Bengal, which used to show the direction to India. And you are patting your back? What are you happy about? About a few questions that Anand Ranganathan asked you. Today you must ask that why, right from the day the polls were announced to the process of the election, to the day on which polling took place or the counting day, all days have been marked by violence. Today people are not saying 3 p.m. 30% vote, 4 p.m. 40% vote. They are saying 3 p.m. 30 bodies, 4 p.m. 40 bodies. Body count has become more important than vote count. You are patting your back. Do you have some sensitivity? 40 people including TMC Karyakartas have died. And why have TMC Karyakartas died? Because factions are throwing bombs at each other. One TMC faction is throwing it at another. Sir, please answer these questions. The question you need to ask is that why in 2013, BJP was not there. How come violence took place? 2018, now 2023, High Court, Supreme Court, they have made strong remarks. Supreme Court said license to hold election is not license to have violence. High Court has said today that what are you doing in the state of West Bengal? Do you have any accountability? And you're patting your back? 60,000 troops were sent. Why weren't they deployed in time? Where were the CCTV cameras? Why were there chappa votes before the election started? Why were the booths being run off with people? Instead of answering these questions, you're labeling a person who's asking questions as a BJP bhakt. Sir, every person of Bengal wants to know tonight. And you are smiling? Do you have no shame? This is absolutely, this is ridiculous. You can keep the victory. By the way, the margin of that victory has come down, Mr. Majumdar. So there's nothing for you to smile. But today I want to ask of anybody who has sanity left, and I hope Anirban has some sanity. Please tell me, sir, when the sensitive booths information was being asked by DIG BSF, why wasn't it provided? Why is it that the High Court order of 50-50 apportioning of troops not done?
I want to
Why was
answer this
CCTV
question.
footage of CCTV cameras not placed? Are these questions not to be answered? Now replace Bengal with UP. Today these people who have been asking resignation to Yogi Adityanath. And finally, to the Congress representative here, where is this मोहब्बत की दुकान का franchise? आज राहुल गांधी का एक tweet नहीं आया. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has asked that this government of West Bengal is a dictatorial government. But you will sit with them in Bengaluru. Mr. Rohan, Mr. Political Analyst, who is now going to support the Congress, I want to ask you, sir, how come Bengal mein kushti or Bengaluru mein dosti? Where is Rahul Gandhi and that entire Save Democracy Brigade tonight? And Mr. Majumdar, you are twice my age. You are laughing and smiling on a day when we are crying for Bengal. You should have some sanity, sir.
Don't show the watch, sir. Don't count the time or the minutes. Count the number of dead bodies in Bengal.
Yes,
Now, no, 1 minute, Mr. Majumdar. Answer the question.
I will show you the watch about time slows.
The question was to me. Can I just answer?
No, 1 minute. Let Mr. Majumdar come in.
Because you give BJP person uninterrupted way of speaking, but the moment I start speaking,
Bengali lives have been lost. Anirban, do you approve of this
TMC members
behavior?
have died.
I think you should mute us all and just put this man on full frame.
Can you
Put this man on full frame. Anand, let him have 40 seconds.
I say 1 minute
let
time.
this man.
Pranesh, you cannot.
Let
No,
this man
Mr.
go.
Majumdar, no, 1 minute.
Frame.
Shehzad, you asked some question. Mr. Majumdar, you go first. Anirban Banerjee, coming to you.
Even Anirban Dai is embarrassed by what Mr. Majumdar
This man is smiling at the death of Bengalis.
Is it still funny, Mr. Majumdar? Is it still funny?
Because no, still funny your attitude. Funny is your attitude.
What is funny about the attitude?
Other people to speak who is lambasting.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Lambasting TMC, but the moment I start speaking,
Mr. Majumdar, go ahead. Don't waste time. Go ahead. Make your point, Mr. Majumdar. Go after the anchor.
First of all, now listen. Don't interrupt me for 1 minute at least.
Okay, sir.
First of all, the Trinamool Congress from the very beginning asked for peaceful election, whereas the Subhendu Adhikari and other people of BJP, they said the people or our cadre should be armed, number one. Number two, then and there, they started killing Trinamool people.
Mr. Majumdar, you show me that statement of Subhendu Adhikari. 1 second. Where did Mr. Subhendu Adhikari said that our cadre should be armed? If you do not provide me the proof, Mr. Majumdar, I will ensure that legal action is taken on you. You show me the statement where Subhendu Adhikari has said that our cadre should be armed. You show me that statement. Show me that statement right now. Show me that statement right now, Mr. Majumdar. You are the Vice President of
Okay.
I am saying.
Do you have the statement, sir?
I am saying. You stop. One question 100 times. What's wrong with this man? One sentence asking 100 times. Let me tell you, Subhendu Adhikari went to meet Amit Shah, came back to Calcutta. In the airport itself, he said, you know, in Bengali, ebar arong dholai hobe. You know the meaning? The Trinamool people will be beaten up in a massive way. Arong dholai. You please consult the Bengali meaning of it. It is recorded. Subhendu Adhikari said, and Sukanto Majumdar, the state president, said, wherever central troop will not be able to be present, I am asking our cadre to
now,
take
Mr.
guns
Majumdar,
to act like central
now
forces.
let me ask you a question on the back of what you've said. If you knew that such is the threat going on, or this was the remarks made by the BJP leaders, what was the state doing about it?
How many FIRs have been filed against BJP leaders?
State doing something, otherwise the BJP would have killed 1,000 people like
Oh,
Manipur.
wonderful.
Like
Okay.
Manipur.
The alacrity of the state government saved lives, otherwise the death count would have been more than 40. Anirban Banerjee, you've been listening to all sides intently.
And 99% booths not affected.
Let your
And
colleague
because
speak,
state
sir, Mr.
government took
Banerjee.
step, that's why 99% booths.
Roahan
they
Mitra, I'll
were
come to you. Let
peaceful.
Anirban come in.
99% booths were peaceful.
I think you're on mute.
It's called Rahul Gandhi mode.
No, I am. Can't you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear?
loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what's the question? Any specific question, or shall I just?
Shehzad Poonawalla asked you that question. The BJP is saying you must answer questions about the state of democracy in Bengal. What's going on?
I will, sir. Let me remind my esteemed co-panelists, everyone on the panel, that 2021.
We have a bad line with you, Anirban. I apologize. Can happen sometimes. But Rohan Mitra, where are the Save Democracy banners? Have you forgotten about saving democracy?
Pranesh,
Or is this off-season now?
No. Let me answer. Everyone has been taking their own sweet time and going at it as it's a public speech going on. The Save Democracy banner, you know, I heard Shehzad say, who's Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary? Who's he? He's the leader of the Congress party in the Lok Sabha. He's the member of the CWC. He's the PCC president of West Bengal. He's the one who has gone to court. He's the one who's been leading the charge against the Trinamool. Has a single high command of the Congress, has a single leader spoken in favor of the Trinamool Congress. Where are you all coming with these facts that, you know, the Congress is favoring the Trinamool? Since 2012, the Congress and the Trinamool have nothing to do with each other. The Congress and the Trinamool have shared a common platform in the center in Patna and will share a common platform in Bangalore. on issues like the one in which the Supreme. Let me finish.
Mr. Rohan Mitra, if you believe if Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is your supreme leader or less than supreme, whatever leader he is, if he believes democracy is dead in Bengal, how are you then endorsing TMC in that meeting in Patna and the one that will take place?
No, we are not endorsing the TMC. We are endorsing issues. Like the issue like the Supreme Court today has removed the director of the ED. We are on the same page on that. We are on the same page with the governor of Tamil Nadu is removing a minister without the permission of the government. We are on the same issue where in Maharashtra the Supreme Court has picked up
saving democracy is not an issue. Okay, Shehzad wants to come in. Dr. Ranganathan coming to you after this.
Just 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. Pranesh, let me finish. I have a couple of questions on the BJP.
It's a question to you.
Because the BJP had a lot of questions. Let me ask you one question. 10 seconds intervention. Give me 10 seconds. I'll finish. The point was the State Election Commission did not want the CRPF.
Answer my question. Is democracy dead in Bengal? Yes or no?
Let me finish. The Congress went
Rohan Mitra, don't beat around the bush. Is democracy dead in Bengal? Yes or no?
What happened to the CRPF?
Rohan Mitra, is democracy dead in Bengal? Yes or no?
I am not going to change the context of what Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary
No, don't change context. I'm asking you, is democracy dead or alive in Bengal?
I am representing the Congress here. If Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has said it,
you're not answering the question.
Now, Rohan,
I am answering your question. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is the leader of the party in the Lok Sabha. What he said in the court.
Okay, now you made your point. The BJP spokesperson coming in. Dr. Ranganathan coming to you right after this.
Rohan, you're right. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary did say what he said. Having Adhir Ranjan say what he said, do you think it is a mistake on the part of Khadgeji to invite TMC to Bengaluru today for a democracy bachao abhiyan when they are killing democracy in Bengal? What should the Congress party do? Listen to Adhir Ranjan or should they ignore Adhir Ranjan?
And I'll take Mr. Ranganathan's question as well.
Okay. No. Mr. Ranganathan has said that my question is sufficient. Please carry on.
Okay, fair enough. Shehzad, I just answered your question. I was telling Pranesh, the Congress has invited the Trinamool on the multiple grounds. The only grounds is not the Bengal election.
Democracy
Shehzad,
bachao
in
was
Maharashtra, the governor has been pulled up by the Supreme Court. Today, the
Supreme Court did about the ED. Let's park that aside.
Why?
Today, should Khadge listen to Adhir Ranjan or should he listen to Rahul?
What happened to the center sending
the Congress workers should know that we are defending them. The communists should know we are defending them. Nobody is defending them, only the BJP is.
Okay,
the BJP is defending the dead Congress workers' families. The BJP is defending the communist families.
Let me just put it to you.
No,
you are not defending your own self. Forget anybody else.
You are not answering a straight question, Rohan Mitra. Now, come on, Dr. Ranganathan, he was waiting for your question. Let's have that.
In 2018.
Thank you.
Now they have become the faces of the BJP.
Thank you. Rohan, if I may.
Let's not call each other out without having any evidence.
Rohan, I didn't interrupt you. If I may, please, Pranesh.
Please, I'm not interrupting anyone.
Thank you. To the very erudite, my good friend Rohan, I just have a couple of points to make. Number one, we've all seen what Rahul has been doing over the past couple of months, 3 months. He's gone to Europe, he's gone to America, and everywhere he's gone, he is bemoaning the death of democracy in India. So it is a logical conclusion that Rahul should speak up and not someone who's representative of Congress in Bengal about the fact that 20,000 nominations were withdrawn, 40 people are killed, 600 polling booths have been ordered to be repolled there, and so much of murder and mayhem has happened. It is but natural for people to ask Rohan, why is Rahul Gandhi quiet when he's talking about democracy? And number two, when you answered Shehzad, in a very erudite way, I have to say, that, yes, we are against what Trinamool is doing and the democracy in Bengal, but we are going to give issue-based support to the positive things that TMC is doing. Fair enough. But in the same spirit of bonhomie, can I please ask you, you can be against BJP as much as you want against Modi. Can you please tell me 2 issues on which you are with the BJP and Modi? Just 2 issues in the last 9 years. Come on, Rohan, you can do it.
Am I with the BJP? Is that the question? Why will I be with the BJP on any issue? I'm not getting this. If they want to bring back black money, we are always game for that. Mr. Modi had promised that he's going to bring 15 lakh. He's going to give us 15 lakhs in everyone's account.
Question.
Please get it.
Can you name a couple of policies of BJP that you support? Like you say, we are going to give issue-based support to TMC. I'm asking you in the spirit of Bonham.
There's no context. No, Mr. Ranganathan, there is.
Are there any two
There's
policies
no
of BJP that you
no
support?
context. I mean, we are going away from the debate. We are talking about Bengal right now.
Going
I've
away.
answered Shehzad. I've answered you. Let me just I'll get back to you.
Well, how have you
guys are
answered? You did not even answer the question I asked you.
Mr. Rahul,
do you believe
have
Roahan
you
Mitra
want
democracy
Mr.
is dead
Rahul
or alive
Gandhi
in Bengal?
to speak on this.
Do you, Rohan, let me
that
ask
you're
you that
putting Mr.
question. No,
Rahul
1 minute. You can't get away like this. Answer the question. Mr. Majumdar, are you Rohan Mitra? Mr. Majumdar, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Rohan Mitra, democracy dead or alive in Bengal? Simple question, straight
Pranesh,
question.
I have answered your question. Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is the voice of the
You're
Congress
not
in
That's
Bengal.
not my question.
That
I'm
is
not
the
talking
final
about Adhir
answer.
Ranjan Chaudhary. I'm talking about democracy. I'm talking about Bengal. Is democracy dead or alive in Bengal? Yes or no?
Pranesh, can I ask you a question?
Democracy is very much alive. We've had elections. We've had issues on the elections. Violence is an issue against the elections. The CRPF, which was supposed to be sent by the BJP, the central government, did not arrive. So what are we talking about? Why did the BJP not send the
Democracy
CRPF?
is
Why
alive
wasn't the
and
Home
flourishing
Ministry
in
sending
Bengal. The 40 dead bodies are
CRPF
proof
to
of it.
Bengal?
Rohan Mitra, well done. Mr. Majumdar, why do you keep interrupting?
Can I ask you a simple...
Are you here to ask questions or answer questions,
No,
sir?
I want to ask you a question.
Ask me, sir. Ask me the question you want to.
You can't you take a simple question?
I will take 2 questions, sir. Ask
Right.
me.
You are saying about democracy. Democracy alive or dead? I am asking you 2021. BJP got hugely defeated in that election. Democracy was alive or dead in Bengal? You answer me.
Oh my God.
Only
What
2
are
years
you saying,
back,
Majumdar? Mr.
2021.
Mr. Majumdar, are you, no, 1 minute. In your fit of rage, I don't know what has happened to you. I will tell you why your question is wrong. 1 minute.
Answer me. At that time,
This is shocking.
why wrong? That election, BJP got defeated. That democracy
Who
was
said
alive
democracy is
or
dead then?
in Bengal? Tell me.
Who said democracy is dead then in
Can I-
2021?
We never said.
Ganesh, this is absolutely shocking. We
No,
all know the
that is-
post-poll violence that
that is-
occurred. And let me now
BJP got
quote
No,
defeated.
even if you park
said-
that aside, even if you
BJP
discount
said-
that fact about post-poll violence, this question is wrong on
You
multiple
cannot-
counts. Now, Shehzad,
Look,
Why is he laughing?
Pranesh, you are forgetting at
Why is
times.
Mr. Majumdar
You are not
laughing?
BJP spokesperson. At times you are forgetting that you are not a BJP spokesperson.
Mr. Majumdar, do you have a problem with me?
Just 5 seconds. I don't want this debate to be derailed.
Okay, 1 minute, sir.
5
40 lives have been
no
lost,
problem.
37 to be
Your
precise.
channel has
Shehzad,
Just
quickly,
5
yes.
seconds. 5
That
seconds.
is the problem.
5 seconds, sir. I request you. Mr. Majumdar, if democracy is indeed alive in West Bengal as you suggest and as Rohan has endorsed, then is Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's statements about the state of democracy in West Bengal incorrect? And if it is incorrect, why are you going to Bengaluru? And Mr. Rohan, if democracy is thriving, then why is Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary saying that people were penalized for coming out to vote, the TMC cadres and police were chasing them away and they indulged in violence? Then is Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary wrong? And is Mr. Rohan and Rahul Gandhi right? So please, the two of you all get together and take one stand between you all. That's all we request.
Is totally wrong.
Your question takes me to the route where
Poonawalla,
I'm going
you are
to
not
ask for
considering
precedence rule in
that
Bengal.
99%
I'm not going to fall for that,
unaffected.
Shehzad. There
Mr.
is no
Majumdar,
I'm
where is
not
this
asking for a
statistic
precedence
coming
rule.
from that 99% of areas saw... No, 1 minute. Who's given you this number, sir?
Which number?
Because the booth number are 61,500. 61.5 thousand
Pranesh, can I
booths,
please come
and
in? Can I
report
please
were
come in?
asked
It's
for
very important.
600 plus. It's a simple mathematics. 1%
Simple mathematics,
booth,
mathematics over
polling.
dead bodies, Mr.
And
Majumdar, you've got the math wrong.
Pranesh,
You've got the math wrong. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Dr. Ranganathan, quickly, yes.
No, wrong.
Pranesh, you know this interruption. Majumdar da, please don't interrupt. I didn't interrupt you. You are elder to me. Please don't do this. Thank you. Pranesh, I have already asked 5 questions to
again ask
Majumdar da.
questions Because you don't
Now-
have anything to say.
Now, you know, when he says that only 1% of the booths were affected,
बात नहीं बनता.
oh my God, Pranesh.
अब बोलने दीजिए,
you know,
Majumdar da.
yes, thank you. when he says there was violence and only one, please stop laughing like this. We are talking about violence. Please, Majumdar, please. Now, anyway, Pranesh, when he says that only 1% of the booths were affected, technically he is right. 600 booths have been ordered to be repolling to be done there out of 60,000. So what he's saying is 99% booths were unaffected. So why so much outrage? Can I ask him by that same logic? 23,000 trains ply every day in India. Why was there so much outrage by the TMC and Mamata Di when one train met an accident in Odisha? Is this the kind of logic you bring when death and destruction is concerned?
Can I answer?
Of course,
Can
sir.
I answer?
That's for you to answer. Who else
It's a
will?
diabolical question because train
Okay, now the question is diabolical.
Train accidents.
Now the question is diabolical. So
Train
600
accident?
booths and
Of course, diabolical. It's the question. It's the question of a election process where several political stakeholders are involved.
I don't know.
And
I don't know the
several
real
No, so
reason
several
why
political
I am
stakeholders are involved in all elections in all
They
states, so
are- I
people
don't
will
know,
die.
people-
People must die, Mr.
They are
Majumdar.
not supposed to
Pranesh, I
happen.
was wondering why
माँ
Shehzad,
माटी
my
मानुष
good
है,
friend-
माँ माटिश मर्डर है. Sir, क्या बोल रहे हैं
was wondering-
Majumdar da? क्या? What are you saying?
I
All
was
political
wondering
stakeholders
why-
are involved, so people should die.
अच्छा एक बार
I was wondering why my good friend Shehzad has his
Manipur
head in his hand.
Double engine
Mr.
government
Majumdar,
Manipur.
if
Why
if
people
you are
dying
demanding the
there? Give me
resignation of the
one
Manipur
line
chief
answer.
minister,
Manipur,
should that
why
logic
Manipur?
why-
Double engine government.
should that logic
people are
apply in
dying.
West Bengal? Yes or
Do you
no?
have any answer?
I condemn the violence in Manipur. Now you tell me, will you condemn the violence in West Bengal?
No, never. You never condemn. You never condemn.
I am condemning it. We have condemned it. I am
Modi sahab
condemning it.
never
Will you
uttered
take a stand,
word.
sir? Will you take a stand?
Okay, I am condemning the death, but I am not saying the democracy is dead because 99% of people voted peacefully. We have to highlight that factor to save democracy.
It's not about the
You
people.
don't
It's
want
not.
to save
No, no. It's not
democracy.
about the
That's why
people.
you
It's
are
about the
showing
state
the
that has
negative part.
abdicated completely.
40 people are dead. You want to talk to the
No,
families
no,
of the
no,
people
no.
who are dead?
You are mistaken.
You want to tell this? You want to tell this to the
Of course,
families of the
the
40 people who are
opposition
dead?
leaders took that we have pleaded for peaceful election. That is Trinamool Congress's weakness, and they thought they are weak. Let us kill them, and that's why the BJP leaders.
Why
they
are bombs
asked
being
their
heard? Why is the
cadres to be
policeman
armed.
being targeted? The man in uniform is being assaulted.
That is that. You ask BJP. You should ask. You should ask today Suvendu Adhikari.
Suvendu Adhikari is the chief minister of West Bengal,
Pranesh,
sir.
I can to do a little
Mr.
bit
Majumdar,
of
who is the chief
No,
minister of West Bengal?
they are
Suvendu
opposition,
Adhikari.
and they are arming their people.
Shehzad, the BJP must answer for the violence on the ground.
Majumdar ji, when 34 years of left violence took place, was the opposition responsible?
Of course.
Was the
they
opposition
should answer.
responsible during the 34 years of left violence? And sir, I request you to please, you are a senior person. 5 persons were injured when 2 factions of ruling TMC in English Bazaar area of Malda threw bombs at each other. This is why the violence is happening. It's your report, Indian Express mein report hai. You know, all I want to say to the people of West Bengal, I am sorry for the behavior of this man from TMC. Unfortunately, he's part of the political class, but the way he has behaved, he has smiled and laughed. Mamata Banerjee, if you're watching this, this is your representative on TV. I feel for the 40 people, I'm not a Bengali, but this man being a Bengali has laughed and mocked their pain. If you have any kind of morality left, Madam Mamata Banerjee, at least stop sending this man on television and stop mocking the pain of Bengalis. I request you, Mamata Didi, I know you watch this channel. And I know you file FIRs against it also.
Sitting from Delhi, you people only want to criticize Bengal.
Sir, you are an
You want
embarrassment
put
to everything that should not be on television.
You want
Stop
Bengal to
smiling at the
suffer.
death of 40
you
people,
don't
sir.
Know Rabindranath,
that's the least you
where
can
he
do.
Born, but take Rabindranath's name. You don't know where Rabindranath born. Amit Shah at least does not know. And you
Sir, we
put
don't
What's
know
that?
anything.
No, what's that?
We are
got to
just
do with-
sorry.
no, no.
Bengali hater. You are Bengali hater.
Yes, sir,
And
we are
you
Bengali
could not
haters when
win
40 people
Bengal.
have died.
And
Thanks
could
to
not
you, all
digest
Bengalis.
That defeat. You could not digest the defeat in the hands of Trinamool
Anirban is
Congress in
embarrassed beyond measure.
2021.
No, don't.
And
I think we have a bad line with Anirban, which is why we couldn't go to him. I am sorry about that. We have a bad line with him. Dr. Ranganathan, quickly, then we are moving on.
I'm
Yes,
sorry,
no,
Poonawalla.
I'm just about. I don't know what to say by the conduct of Majumdar da, but all I can say this is that Shehzad, my good friend, I can perhaps sense his relief that he must be wondering that Majumdar da is no longer a BJP's headache, he is a TMC's headache.
Pranesh,
Okay.
can I say a word?
Let's Rohan Mitra, Rohan Mitra, what do I tell you? I asked you a direct question. You said democracy is alive and thriving in Bengal. That says too much about, where you are coming from and about the stand of the Congress party. We are moving on. I thank all of you for joining us. We are moving on to another important issue.